Oh, how times have changed. 100 years ago, a loaf of bread cost 5 cents. The Ford Model T was just being introduced to the world. Jigsaw puzzles, the polka, and ladies' hats with feathers and flowers were all the rage. And Utah teachers were earning about $1,000 per year. It was a time when Utah's schools were consolidating into school districts, allowing teachers to form strong local associations.
Prior to 1910, the organizations were in and out of business, hit and miss. But in 1910, the teachers said, the way we can have a permanent organization is to incorporate, and that's what they did.
Our pioneers in the basics were dedicated to the improvement of education.
No one single member can do it alone. That's why we exist, is to provide a collective voice to try and influence and impact all the changes that teachers want made in the classroom.
In 1910, the Utah Education Association was officially born. And as we celebrate our centennial, our mission to serve public education and our teachers is as steadfast as it's ever been. Today, the association's mission is to advance the cause of public education in partnership with others, strengthen the teaching profession, promote quality schools for Utah's children, and advocate the well-being of members. The Utah Education Association represents 18,000 members in 41 school districts, applied technology colleges, and the Utah Schools for the Deaf and the Blind. And throughout UEA's 100-year history, we have constantly been raising the bar for public education in the community, while at the same time consistently serving the interests of our members.
The reason I got into teaching was my love for kids. The reason I joined UEA was it was the right thing to do. And the reason it was the right thing to do was that UEA makes a difference for people in our professional lives.
They train us, they help us professionally, they support us through district negotiations for salaries, benefits, working conditions. Every aspect of my life is touched by UEA.
Just to me, it was definitely the thing to do because I wanted to be a professional and I wanted to have the support of being with other teachers and learning from them.
Certainly, the UEA has been the leader at the Utah legislature, and that's important because they stand up, they speak up, and they defend the importance of education.
UEA is an organization that a teacher can't live without.
There have been many milestones in the past 100 years. In 1924, UEA got its first full-time staff, with offices established in the state capitol building. In 1937, we were instrumental in creating the first statewide teacher retirement program. In 1964, after then-Governor George Clyde refused to follow through on a promise to teachers, the UEA led the nation's first statewide teachers' strike. In 1971, the UEA adopted the UniServe program, which has become the cornerstone of our member representation system.
This program was a program which brought the educational advancement and the protection of teachers right down to the local level.
And basically what it is the local associations will form together and hire an employee who will provide services in a regional basis throughout the state of Utah.
In 1990, the UEA established the Children at Risk Foundation, which continues to serve children in need. And in 2007, we led the coalition to defeat a voucher law that would have harmed public education.
We believe public schools are the foundation of a democracy. The voucher referendum, that bill would have eroded that very foundation, not only with funding, but with the notion of that Utah students deserve a quality public school in every neighborhood.
Now, I had some other income streams that allowed me to place my children in private schools, but I think that would be a disaster if students in general were placed into that situation. But how can you protect democratic institutions if you don't have an educated populace?
And I was proud of the people that stepped forward and worked hard to support repealing that law. And certainly, I think it was a strong voice by the citizens of Utah that they support public education.
And I think there's no experiment in the history of America that is any more important than public education.
Public schools are the foundation of a democracy. The U.S. Supreme Court has said there is only one entity that's responsible for inculcating the values of a democracy, and that is the public school system.
Quality education opportunities are paramount for the future of this great state. And the Utah Education Association is more determined than ever to serve the teachers who have committed their careers to that cause, educating Utah students every step of the way.
The biggest challenge facing teachers today is that they are being ignored as the people who know the most about what will make a real difference in Utah's classrooms.
The UEA is critical to education in Utah. They have long been a strong voice for excellence in education in the Utah legislature.
Utah educators should be a part of UEA because we can do together what we can't do individually.
The Utah Education Association has pioneered the protection, the benefits, the education, the work in the classroom for teachers throughout 100 years plus.
And the reason UEA means so much is it's a professional association where teachers can get together and improve their practice. It's made me a better teacher.
My hope for the next 100 years of UEA is that we continue to advocate for Utah's public schools. We've made a difference in the last 100 years. That has to continue. It's more important than ever.
UEA's Centennial is cause to celebrate and a time to reflect. We've come a long way, but there's a long way to go. Our members are our greatest strength, and it's our numbers that make us strong. So what do you say? Let's get started on the next 100 years together.
Happy anniversary to UEA. It's been a great 100 years. We look forward to the next 100 years.
Happy birthday, UEA. Happy 100 years.
Happy birthday, UEA, and best wishes for the second 100 years.
Happy birthday, UEA. I'm lucky to be a part of you. Happy 100.
Happy birthday, UEA.
Happy birthday, UEA. Congratulations on 100 years of service to Utah teachers.
Happy 100th birthday to UEA and all of our colleagues around the state. It's been a great 100 years, and let's have another great 100 years.